Hello, today I'm going to be giving my review on the Fantech Aria. I know I said I was probably going to wait a little bit before making this review, however, I think 5 days is a decent amount of time, and also I played a decent amount of games with this as well, and I have a lot of bad things to say about it. However, let's get to the pros first. And I'm making this review also early because I might return the mouse, and I also might get another backplate or replacement backplate, and I'll explain why when I explain the cons. First of all, the pros, the lightweight, just it being lightweight is cool. 59 grams. I think my X1R, my old main, was around 75 grams, something like that. So this is a decent weight reduction, so yeah, it is very, very light, and I actually do perform better with this mouse in game than with the X1R so far. I think it's just the fact that it's more lightweight, and just getting used to a grip style that actually fits me, because I actually like palm grip now, or not palm grip, claw grip now, because this mouse basically requires claw grip or fingertip grip. You cannot use palm grip unless you have like super tiny hands, because I have 19 times 9 centimeter hands, and yeah, when I put my full palm on it, yeah, it doesn't, it doesn't fit at all. So yeah, it's just nice to see that I perform well with this mouse in game. However, let's get to the cons, because that's basically it for the pros. First of all, this was a decent feeling mouse in terms of switch quality when I first got the mouse and I first opened it. However, after I used it for a while, I noticed that there was a lot of grinding and just popping, like when I slightly moved my finger towards the left, and it really sucked because it really just made me annoyed and just completely just made the switches not feel premium at all. So I went into the mouse and I just got some lube, and I lubed up the buttons, like the button stems for where the buttons are, and that seemed to fix it. However, there is still some grinding when I fully bottom out the switch, if I try not to creak the back shell, because that does creak. That is not that back shell doing that. That is just the switch doing that. And that is not on the left side as well, or the left side. That's not on the right side as well. So just more inconsistencies with the clicks. It's just, eh. And I heard these were really great switches, but it's just sad to see that they're just okay. And I'm glad to say that, again, there's not a whole lot of popping and grinding, moving side to side now. There's not a whole lot of side wobble, because I fixed that by just lubing the buttons, as I said. But still, there is still, again, just that grinding and not very premium feel when first using the mouse and, bottoming it out sometimes. It just, I hate it. But an even more thing, wow, I cannot speak. A thing that I hate even more is this back plate. Not like this one specifically, but the solid one. I also don't like this one because it has holes, and it also creaks a lot. But my solid shell actually creaked more, and I explained this more in other videos, because I made like a million videos on the Aria. I'm sorry. This is going to be one of my last videos I make on it. But yeah, this again, the solid shell just popped and creaked out of nowhere, and I contacted support, and they said it might be a problem with the fins that actually hold the back plate in place. That might be the reason why it's creaking a lot. But again, it happened out of nowhere. I got home one day, boom, it was there, and it really annoyed me, because it actually was very noticeable in game, because it just popped and creaked. You could feel it sinking down as soon as you put any kind of pressure on it. It just flexed a lot, and I hated the feel of it. So I switched it out for the ones with holes in it. And even though I didn't use this back shell at all, I immediately took it off. I mean, you could see it in the unboxing video. I immediately took it off and put the solid shell on, so I never used this before. It still creaks. It still pops and creaks at certain angles, and it's, again, really annoying. It's not as bad as the solid shell, as I already said, but it's still bad. And that's just the cherry on top for why I just might return this mouse. I might get I might get another back plate, but this is a good mouse for the price. For 70 bucks, this is a very, very top of the line spec mouse. Again, for 70 bucks. However, just my copy is just not that good. And again, some of this might have to contribute to me going into the mouse, maybe, but still, again, it still had that click problem right out of the box, and that, again, that kind of rattly, or not the, yeah, the, like the rattly and the, like, popping side back plate just came out of nowhere when I just got home. It didn't happen in the morning, but it happened when I got home like 2 days ago. So I don't know, it's annoying. And another thing I need to point out, I did actually scratch the inside of the solid shell. I'm not sure if you can see this very well. There you go. Yeah, I scratched that with the screwdriver, trying to tighten the screws to see if that would fix it. Spoiler alert, it did not. So, yeah, that was a waste of time and money, because I will probably have to pay to get that repaired, because they said that I'll probably have to, again, pay to get that repaired when I contacted support. So that sucks, but I learned a lesson at least, just to not fucking try to fix something myself. I should have just waited for more advice, or just not done it at all and just returned it. I'm stupid for doing that, man. But yeah, that's just another reason for why I might just return this mouse. Even if I get like a good backplate with no problems whatsoever, it still has that just iffy feeling click consistency. Because again, the right click feels very, very good, but the left click just feels a little bit mushy. It has it has some more post travel than the right, and it just doesn't feel as consistent, as I said. And again, it still has like that grinding and kind of popping as soon as I bottom out the switch sometimes. Again, inconsistency is one of the main like pet peeves for me in terms of a mouse, and this has a lot of inconsistencies, so I might just return it, as I said. And also, I already have an X1R. Again, I said I perform better with this in game, but again, once I get used to the X1R again, I might perform even better with the X1R, because now that I actually lubed the X1R like buttons, it still grinds a tiny bit, but not enough to where I can really notice it a whole lot, because before I kind of could, but now I really can't that much, even though, again, it still kind of does. But yeah, I think, but every problem is fixed that I used to have with it now, except for that scroll wheel that still has a like skipping problem. But again, that's not the biggest deal in the world, because it doesn't really affect performance. It's just a little bit of an annoyance, because, you know, scroll down and immediately scroll up, it does that weird thing. But if I just scroll down like I normally do in games, just like bunny hopping and stuff, I don't notice that at all. So again, that's just another reason for why I will probably return the Aria and just probably get like a Lamzu Atlantis or Pulsar X2 once they fix their build quality, because I've heard their build quality is not that good. But yeah, that's just another reason why I'm just probably going to get the Lamzu Atlantis and just maybe return this. Again, I might not, because it's not that expensive and I'm actually getting a job soon. So yeah, again, I might not, but still, like, it's just an annoying thing to have on like a brand new mouse, and especially when it isn't your fault, because again, that click just came straight out of the box. Just that grinding click, that was not me. As I said before, I bet like maybe some of the problems maybe contributed to me, but again, I don't even know that, because it just sucks, man. Again, I had that click grinding right out of the box, and it was just inconsistent. It still is inconsistent, even though I fixed that grinding problem. Again, it still grinds and pops as soon as I bottom out the switch sometimes, and it's just more consistent. I know I'm repeating myself multiple times and making this video way too long, but it's just to hammer home a point that this is a really good mouse for 70 bucks. Like, again, top of the line specs, and it's very, very lightweight. However, if you get a bad copy, you'll probably notice it pretty easily, because I did. Sadly. And I'm not sure if that's how other people have it on their mouse. Like, I'm not sure if other people have noticed like the grinding problem that have an Aria. I immediately noticed it, but maybe it's because I'm like super analytic in terms of switches, because I am decently picky in terms of mouse switches, as I've stated before. But again, as I've stated before, as long as you give me a good mouse switch with like not that much side wobble and no grinding whatsoever, I'm a happy man. And if it feels decently tactile, again, I'm a happy man. But if you give me one with like lots of grinding and just popping and just feels inconsistent with the other mouse switch, I'm gonna get mad. And again, this happens with a lot of my mice for some reason. It always has like a problem with the left mouse button that it doesn't really have on the right mouse button, and I don't get it. Every mouse I've had has like some problem with the clicks, no matter what, every mouse. And yes, again, I am picky. I literally just said that. However, again, you'll probably, I immediately notice this stuff, and it just really gets on my nerves, and it's just the small things that make me return a mouse, because those small things start to add up to something huge, and then you just want to return it and just get it over with so you can get another mouse. And it's just a never-ending cycle of just trying to find the perfect mouse that doesn't have a lot of quality issues. I'm fine if one has, like, maybe one minor problem, but when, like, it has, like, 2 or 3 minor problems, that's when I start to get a little bit upset, as I've already said. But I'm making this review way too long already. But that's basically it. That's one of the reasons why I'm just going to... That's multiple reasons why I'm probably going to return the Aria. Again, even if I get a backplate with no problems whatsoever, it still has that just not premium quick click quality. Again, can't speak. I'm sorry. It just still has that, like, not that premium click quality. And it just isn't that consistent with the right mouse button. And for the last time, it grinds and pops as soon as you bottom out the switch sometimes, and it's really annoying. So again, small things that just add up to something big, and just gets on my nerves. It's a pet peeve of mine when switches are just super inconsistent. But anyways, that's basically it. I know I've harped way too much on the negative parts of the mouse and not really on the positive, but I did state it at the beginning of the video, and again, this is a mostly negative review because I'm probably going to be returning this anyways. And hopefully not getting a lot of money reducted for the, the user damage that I did, which, sucks. Again, I learned my lesson. I should have been more careful before immediately going into the mouse. But yeah, that's basically it. Again, just hope and pray to God that I don't, like, get, like, $30, like, retracted from my refund because, I did some user damage. Just hope it. I already contacted support, as I said, asking them, like, how much I would have to pay. And hopefully they will respond soon. But anyways, that's it. And if you're wondering, yes, I did get this through Amazon, as I've stated before. But anyways, again, way too long of a video. And I know I repeated myself multiple times, so I'm sorry. But anyways, that's basically it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.